So imagine this for a second. You walk into a clean, futuristic showroom, bright lights reflecting off deep black paint, and right in front of you stands Toyota's vision of 2026. At first glance, it doesn't scream for attention, but the longer you look, the more it pulls you in. This is one of those cars that quietly says, "I'm different now." The front design feels confident and modern. The grille looks wider and bolder than before, almost like Toyota is finally leaning into a more aggressive personality. The headlights are slim, sharp, and futuristic, blending perfectly into the front. Nothing feels overdone, and that's the interesting part. Toyota hasn't tried to shock anyone here. Instead, they've refined everything we already liked and turned it up a notch. Move a little closer, and you start noticing the stance. The car sits wider, lower, and more planted on the road. Even standing still, it looks ready to move. The body lines flow smoothly from front to back, giving it a muscular but clean look. It's not flashy for the sake of it, it's confident, mature, and modern. Now here's where things get really exciting. Toyota is clearly pushing its hybrid game forward for 2026. This isn't just about saving fuel anymore. The hybrid setup feels more responsive, smoother, and more powerful than older models. You get that instant electric push when you tap the accelerator, and it just feels effortless. Quiet when cruising, strong when you need it. Exactly how a modern Toyota should feel. And if you're someone who enjoys a bit of adventure, Toyota hasn't forgotten you. The off-road capability has clearly been improved. Better ground clearance, smarter traction control, and drive modes that actually make a difference. Whether it's broken city roads, rain-soaked highways, or light off-road trails, this car feels like it's built to handle real-world driving, not just smooth showroom floors. Step inside, and the interior tells a completely new story. This doesn't feel like the Toyotas from a few years ago. The dashboard is clean and minimal, with a large digital display that's easy to read and doesn't overwhelm you. Everything feels placed exactly where your hands expect it to be. The materials feel softer, more premium, and more solid. The seats are comfortable and supportive, perfect for long drives. Ambient lighting gives the cabin a calm, modern vibe, especially at night. And the cabin feels quieter too, almost like Toyota has focused more on insulation and ride comfort this time around. It's the kind of interior where you actually enjoy sitting, even when the car isn't moving. Technology has also taken a big step forward. The infotainment system feels quicker and more responsive, with better smartphone integration and simpler menus. You don't have to dig through endless settings. Everything feels intuitive. This is clearly designed for daily drivers, not just tech lovers. Now let's talk about how it compares to older Toyota models. If you've driven a Toyota from, say, 2020 or 2022, this feels like a generational jump. The ride is smoother, the steering feels more precise, and the overall experience feels more refined. Toyota hasn't lost its reliability DNA, it's just wrapped it in a more exciting package. Pricing is where Toyota usually surprises people, and 2026 should be no different. While exact numbers aren't official yet, expectations are that Toyota will keep it competitive. You might pay a little more than previous models, but when you look at the design upgrades, hybrid performance, interior quality, and technology, it actually feels justified. This isn't just a refresh, it feels like a full evolution. What's impressive is how balanced everything feels. Toyota hasn't focused on just one thing. It's not only about fuel efficiency, not only about design, not only about tech. It's all working together. And that's why this car feels so promising. So, if you're someone who wants reliability but doesn't want boring, if you want efficiency without sacrificing performance, and if you want a car that feels modern without trying too hard, the 2026 Toyota lineup is definitely worth waiting for. This is Toyota stepping confidently into the future. And honestly, if this is the direction they're heading in, the next few years are going to be very interesting for car lovers.